for Goats. I'm your girl, Beck G. I have the pleasure, the privilege, and the honor today to conduct a special edition of Only Built for Goats. Y'all, this is the Blendzville Awards edition. And can y'all tell how excited I am? I'm trying to maintain my journalistic composure, but I might come out the bag and out the box today. Y'all, sit back, relax, but one thing I really need you to do is turn this all the way up. Y'all, I have the absolute honor to introduce you all today to a pioneer, to a real GOAT. Y'all want to know who we're going to talk to? Stay right here. Let me show you a little snippet. Introduce to some and present to others, Miss Blendz.
The idea for the Blendzville Awards came from just me being a kid. As long as I can remember the Grammys and Michael Jackson on the Grammys, and I've just been an award show fanatic. I just been lucky, man. Just from the very first time it started, like cats have been there, and they actually I thank God, I thank my record label, I thank, you know what I mean, and that's what I want them to feel. But I want to be able to get up to the caliber of the Grammys.
Wow. Y'all, this is a personal pleasure for me, and we'll talk about it when she comes to the stage. I don't want to waste another moment. Y'all, I need y'all to welcome. Y'all should be screaming where you are. Put your hands together. Yell a little bit. No, yell a lot of bit. For the one, the only, Miss Blendz.
He's a fat fly nigga. That fly nigga. Where the fuck you get a Gucci shirt? That size nigga. Fat fly nigga. That fly nigga. Where the fuck you get a Louis shirt? That size nigga. A fat fly nigga. That fly nigga. Where the fuck you get a Gucci shirt?
Okay, now that you're here, let me learn people something real quick. It's really not Miss Blendz. It's M Blendz. Hey. Y'all know how you meet your hero, or you meet someone that you've always looked up to, and the most you run all this stuff through your head, and all I got right now is hey.
Okay.
Blendz.
Yes.
Let me start off not with a question. I have to give you some accolade and some adulation. You have been on the scene for decades, and this moment I want to use to introduce to some and represent to others M Blendz. And personally, and you know this because we've had this conversation many times, it's such an honor every time that I get to connect with you on this level, because you're my personal hero. And I remember when I first met you, and I promised myself during this interview I was not going to cry, because it's that emotional for me. You mean that much to me with what I do in business now, in this industry. Literally, it's you and two other people who really gave me a shot in the arm, and you had no idea that you did. And I remember seeing you 1,000 years ago at Jamz Fest. And I was just moved. I was a teenager. Well, I should tell people I was 2 years old. That's what I should tell people.
You telling my age.
Telling mine. And I was mesmerized. I had never seen, not only had I never seen a woman DJing, but I never saw a black or brown woman DJing. And you weren't just DJing. You were blending. You did to those turntables what those turntables were built for you to do to them. And you had me mesmerized for years. And I always said, when I grow up, when I get a little older, if I'm still in the industry, I'm going to meet Miss Blendz. Okay, this is where I'm not going to do this on camera. But my dreams came true that way, because not only did I get a chance to meet you, I've had an opportunity to work with you, connect with you, listen to you. You poured into me. It's been an amazing set of years, and to look at then to now, and even better, beyond, is incredible. M Blendz.
Hey, well, the interview's over.
Interview's over. Drop the mic. I don't want to get in trouble for dropping the mic.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here we are together in the Red Room Studios, and we're so excited to meet you. So I'm going to spend some time just getting to know you. Well, I know you, but I want to introduce you to the public. So how did you get the name M Blendz?
Well, you know, I'm not from here. I represent VA by the way of GA. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Georgia Peach and VA's Reach. So when I started DJing, it was an accident, literally. I was getting ready to go home, and my friends were like, I'm going to take you to this club. We're going to have a going-away party. And the guy was like, the club is closed because the DJ was out of town. So I'm young. They're like, I dare you to go up there and tell him you're a DJ. So I was like, all right, cool. Long story short, I went up there, thought he was going to say no. He was like, yes. I was like, uh-oh. But they had like male dancers at night. And after the club closed, the guy came up to me. His name was Patrick. He said, look, one of the dancers said that if I don't hire you, I'm crazy. And I was like, sir, I'm not a real DJ. I'm getting ready to go home. Don't worry about it. He said, no. I'll come and get you tomorrow and take you to get everything you need. I called home like, Dad, I'm not coming home. And so go by, I was calling myself DJ Pumpkin, because that's my nickname from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, if you really know me, you know that's my nickname. Pumpkin. And so while I was doing that, I had a couple of managers, and we were in the room one day, and one of the managers, Mike, said, you know what, you should call yourself Blendz. He said, because of the way you mix. I said, you know what, I like that. So, but I'm going to call myself Miss Blendz, but I'm going to spell it M $. And that's how I was born.
The rest is history?
The rest is history.
Listen, I know that you've done so much work, especially in this area. And thank you. You say you're from GA and VA with a Georgia Peach with a VA Reach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna recite that better than that next time. But I like
but
that.
But you got to keep in mind, like I said, I'm from Gainesville, Georgia. So Blendzville is nothing but I took the "ville" off the end of Gainesville, put it on the end of Blendz, which means wherever I am is home for you.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot. You're really smart. Blendz, tell us a little bit about your history. So that's how it began.
Yes.
In VA, we all know you from being a pioneer in radio. Tell us a little bit about how you got to the radio station. How you get it to 103 Jamz?
Kind of the same way. So I was, like I said, by that time I'm DJing at the club. And one of my friends, Tanya, knocked on the door. She was like, Pumpkin, did you change your name? I was like, yeah. She said, is it Blendz? I said, yes. She said, the Buddha Brothers are talking about you right now on the air. And they said, come to the radio station. So I didn't think nothing about it because, honestly, I really didn't listen to the radio. So I just kind of like threw on a hat, walked up there, and drove up there. And they said, send me to this guy, KJ Holiday. You know, a lot of people, if you really know radio, you know yes. KJ. And he was like, you're Miss Blendz? I was like, yes. He was like, well, we want to offer you a job. It's a show called Foxy Fridays. You'll be up there with Golden Girl and Let's Coop. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. And literally, that's how it started.
Wow. If we could all be so lucky. But you're that great. You're that great. And we remember that. And you just name drop. I know you weren't name dropping, but that's your history, your real history. But some other great pioneers in radio, the Buddha Brothers and Lex Coop, KJ Holiday. This, I think we're both telling our age, but really this is about your root in the industry and your root in the business. You're not new to this, you're true to this.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
And so tell me, I want to talk a little bit about being a woman in this business, especially as a woman DJ. Okay. Tell me a little bit about what obstacles you might have met or what hurdles you might have met being a woman DJ. What did you see? What was your experience?
Mine's probably different from other women, only because of this book cover right here. Mm-hmm. So, but for me, it's more like, one, I didn't know I was the first female DJ, you know what I'm saying, at 103 Jamz, or at the time, Clear Channel. Mm-hmm. And so, for me, it's just about getting the mix right. You know, everywhere I went, people were receptive. They were loving, and things would just happen, you know. And so I never really encountered anything bad.
That's good.
You know, and so you have your regular guys that are like, you know, I want to hang out with you because I know the girls are going to be there. But it's never a bad thing. Like, it's always been good. It's honestly, man, just God is good. Mm-hmm. See, God is good because
that was professional.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, like, because honestly, all of the steps taken here, I never drew out the path. I just kind of followed my heart,
Wow.
And in the meantime, he was like, just keep breathing, and I'm going to give you a ride. You just make sure you put your seatbelt on. And I know that every time I get to another level, he's like, okay, let me see what you're going to do with this. I'll be right back. He comes back, and if I did my best, he's like, we're going to the next one.
For those who aren't picking up context clues, you're talking about God.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's my homie.
And listen to what you're saying about even your experience, and I appreciate you sharing that and that being your response, because I tell people in moments like this, when we have a chance to just converse and talk about their history and their contributions to their industries, you don't always have to have a story to tell. You don't always have to have a story to tell. It's not always bad. It's not always, there hasn't always been some hurdle or obstacle. So even with me asking you that question, I appreciate that was your real answer.
I mean, but you know what? It's hard because when people come to you, they really want that concrete answer. And when I'm like, look, I just followed my heart and the things that I love to do. Like, I can remember a time where I didn't have, but I had some turntables. The turntables made it so that I didn't focus on what I didn't have, but it helped me dream about what I did want.
I appreciate that.
You see what I mean?
I
And
appreciate
so
that.
when you live in that, all of this over here might exist, but it doesn't destroy your existence. And with that being said, I just have to, like I tell my boy all the time, like, success is all your failures corrected. Just take all the good parts with you, keep it moving, and just believe yourself into the next thing.
And that's advice that you gave me personally. Yeah. And so I know you're true to this. You're not new to this. I know you believe what you say. You believe the advice that you give because you really live it. And that's so important. And is that advice that you would give to today's generation and up and coming DJs, especially women DJs, you're the shoulders that they're standing on now to carve their paths. And so what do you have to say to new and up and coming and rising women DJs, but women DJs in particular?
Follow your heart without a time limit. You know what I mean? That's where you mess up. You try to say, by the time I'm this old, I will be this. And by the time I do this, I'll be this. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't even like doing that. You just know how to do that. Whereas you never thought about, well, what is it that I love to do? So, like, when you love to do something, sleep is really not that important. Like, when I had, and I still have some, when I have turntables, I can play with them all night. And if I'm going to play with them again the next day, all I need is about an hour's sleep. It will not bother you. But try that with a job you don't like. You're like, I don't want to get up.
16 hours of sleep.
Man, it's the turntable saved my life, man.
Wow.
It just...
And I am so excited to be sitting here talking to you, to M Blendz. This is a dream come true for me personally, so I'm trying to remember that we have an audience because I can be immersed in this conversation for so long. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. I want to talk a little bit more. I want to get to your now. You know what I want to talk about, so stay right here. We're going to take a break. This is Only Built for Goats, the Blendzville Awards edition. I'm Beck G. I'm sitting here with M Blendz. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Only Built for Goats. This is a Blendzville Awards edition. This is a special edition. I'm your girl, Beck G, and I'm sitting here with the one, the only, the real GOAT, M Blendz. We're going to pick up where we left off. So what do you think about being here in the Red Room? I know back in the day, the decades ago when you started in the industry, we didn't have even spaces like this. What do you think about being in this space right now?
Well, I love the people that it belongs to.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And it seems like they've just been growing and growing. And I remember when they were just artists and just doing this, and it's like to see this is just like manifestation at its best.
Yeah.
And it's only just a little piece of who they are. Mm-hmm. So to get to know them, I mean, I love them. You know what I'm saying? And so to be here, it's just like being at home.
Does this speak to the culture of what you've had a chance? How have you seen, this is my real question, how have you seen this industry shift, and how have you seen this industry grow? And most importantly, do you see that you've contributed to this scene?
Well, it's kind of like, okay, let's go back to the Red Room. Mm-hmm. The Red Room exists because they care about other people. Mm-hmm. The award show exists, it's not for me. It's from me. Mm. You see what I'm saying? And so it's designed to give people an opportunity to get that applause and to get that appreciation for basically putting their heart on the paper. And you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And singing with their soul at a time where people don't really know, well, I might get to the Grammys, I might not. But like I say sometimes, like in a commercial, like I want to get to that caliber. Sure. But I don't want to be the Grammys. You know what I mean? I want to be the Blendzville Awards. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, it's like when you say this industry, this in Hampton Roads,
the business globally, like as in Blendzville Global.
Hey, we're VA born. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's VA born, but my heart is always a Georgia girl, and I think part of that is the reason why I'm so, just compassionate to the people who really want to make it. Mm. And it's like I understand that you want to make it. So my job along the way is to say, hey, while you're at this leg of your journey, we see you. Mm. You see what I'm saying?
I appreciate
we see
that.
you, and that's all people need is an applause or a pat on the back or just every kid just wants to hear a parent say, I'm proud of you. And it takes you a long way.
You brought up awards, and people are like, what awards? And I know that you all heard me allude to this being the Blendzville Awards edition. So let's talk about it. So Blendzville Awards is not here, it's back. And back meaning back like you never left. And back like you never left, like you started a ruckus when you did the very first Blendzville Awards. And I need people to understand this wasn't a couple of years ago. This was in the 90s.
Yeah.
You started the Blendzville Awards, and this was, I'm not going to say VAs, this was the East Coast version of any cultural urban award show that you've ever seen. I'm not going to plug any other shows, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So the Blendzville Awards. When was your first Blendzville Awards show?
You threw me off when you was like the East Coast. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like that. It was like that. And if it was an audience in here, they'd say amen.
I think it was 98?
Gosh.
And I think the last one was like 2018, 2019, before COVID. Wow, I didn't know that's how you look.
I wanted to tell you the year, but I really wanted you to say it because y'all know I'm a M Blendz studied individual.
Was I right?
Oh, you were right. Oh, you were right.
You know what's funny about it though? The very first one, you have that first event where you don't really know all the areas of putting an event together.
Yeah.
I forgot the door person. I forgot it was so much. So I'm running around trying to take the money, do this, do that. And my real first show, it was booked at Tidewater Park at the field or whatever.
The park.
Right.
Yeah.
And so my mom made the programs for the day and everything. Wow. And so I was driving to the park to get there early, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot the sound man. And so I was like, God, if you can get me out of this. I kid you not, about 5 minutes later, it started pouring down rain. I was like, thank you. Thank you. I was like, next time.
Man.
But the next time it got better and better, you know. So you need a team. Yeah. I was doing it by myself.
You know, I'm gonna walk through the history of the Blendzville Awards. I want to ask some other questions about it. So with the Blendzville Awards, I want you to be not M Blendz when I ask you this question, but I want you to remember being on the stage and looking out to the audience. How did you feel?
Which audience?
All of them.
The first time I had an audience was as a DJ at the club. Mm-hmm. And it really wasn't looking at the audience that got me good. It was the reaction to what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget one night there was like sweat coming down the walls and people dancing on the tables. And whenever I had to turn the equipment off, I would start crying because I didn't want to stop. Mm. So I went from that one to, I used to drive by Hampton Coliseum, and I was like, one day I'm going to play there. Oh, and the same night that you're talking about from Jamz Fest, mm-hmm. when I was up there playing is when it hit me like I'm in the Coliseum. So manifestation is real, you know, but when you look out, there's two ways you can look at the audience. You can either look at them as, I know you like me. Mm-hmm. I've always been that person. It's like, I hope they have a good time tonight. Mm-hmm. So when I'm looking at them, I'm like, yes, they're having fun. So it's like, I try to keep the fun going. Mm-hmm. And it's like,
you even talk with your hands like a DJ. You DJ when you talk. You can't even help it.
I can't help it. So it's like, I just want everybody just to forget whatever they brought in that door. Yeah. You know, come in here and let it off. Yeah. That's what it's about. Everything I do is about somebody leaving feeling better. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Somebody leaving and saying, you know what, tomorrow is going to be a good day. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't even need the credit. I just need you to feel better.
I really appreciate that about you, because having witnessed, and let me go ahead and use a real word, watched you over the years when you didn't know I was watching. Stalker. That's really what you give to the audience. Your intention is pure. And you really give not even a level of humility. It's really an honest response to why you're there. And when you look up, it's almost like you're surprised, amazed that the audience is responding to you that way. And we're not going to skip over the fact that you said the walls were sweating. You get down like, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So the award show, tell us why you stopped.
At that time, it was like the internet was new. Well, it wasn't new, but the internet, people started feeling like because I put up a post, you should recognize me. Mm-hmm. No, that just gave me a better view of what you can do. Yeah. But the backlash is, okay, now you put it up. I need to know somebody likes it besides you. Mm. So they didn't understand that, okay, I can have these categories, right? And I can say, well, let's just say best male hip hop. Okay. I can have that category. Everybody feels like they're supposed to win that category. Mm-hmm. So that's why I have a music board. Because if it's up to me, I'll be like, well, maybe we should get 6 trophies. Or maybe, I want everybody to feel good. Mm-hmm. So that's their job, to keep me from having to be there and make the decision. I'm just as surprised as everybody else when it comes out. And so when I stopped, it was more to just pull back, look at Virginia, let Virginia look at themselves, mm-hmm. and hopefully say, you know what, I understand what the awards was for now. Yeah. Because it's just like saying, if I take something from you as a kid, you really want it back, but more importantly, I have to understand why it was taken from me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I didn't just take it to be mean. Okay. Honestly, I was hurt. They didn't come. It was packed. It wasn't anything like that. Mm-hmm. but I just want people to support each other.
Yeah, I that's important language to hear out loud about Virginia, and I think we both have experiences not living in Virginia and being in this industry. And I came back home because I decided and I understood how rich the soil is here. And I know sometimes people get frustrated in this industry, especially as entertainers, as artists. They get frustrated, and I need to get out of VA to make it. But do they?
No.
That's the answer. That's the
You
answer.
gotta think about it. There's people over here now who don't know E40, but E40 goes platinum in California. You're not even thinking about the rest of the world for real. So if you take all the people that live in Virginia, take Virginia as a whole, let's concentrate on, saturating Virginia with what we have. And then it'll become contagious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
I
infectious.
see that.
Good music will never die.
It'll never die. It's classic. It's timeless.
Correct.
It supersedes demographic. And that's what people need to understand. Just the way you described how and why you DJ, make great art for the same reason in the same way. And you'll never have to look up and try to be worried about where you are. I want to come current as possible.
Hold on. Can I say something though?
Yes.
It's gonna take teamwork.
Yes.
Like
yes,
we can't
please.
have 5,000 studios with their own team that says we're gonna make it on our own. Like if it was up to me, I would create this factory, and in this factory, everybody just gets in line, right? So if we say this, for instance, let's say if we say this guy named T-Rific, right?
I know him.
Let's say if we say T-Rific, I want you to be the first person to come out. And there's 100 people in this line. Those 100 people, your job is whatever we manufacture, your job is to post it. I guarantee you in 6 months, T-Rific will be on TV.
Introducing G-Man Entertainment, a full-fledged service entertainment company based out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. G-Man Entertainment's expertise extends through various business verticals like G-Man Live, G-Man Cares, a nonprofit organization, 1521 Media Group, Blacklight Studios, G-Man Entertainment Music Group, and Complex Art. G-Man Entertainment has established themselves as the #1 entertainment company in Hampton Roads.
I'm telling you now, I don't care if it's a race, I'ma set my own pace on my mark. Ready, set, go. I'm ashamed that I used to shift the blame when I hadn't done my part. Like say it ain't so, barely even took the time to just stop and use my mind or try hard. That was before, but now I figure why not start. Ayy, the biggest smile on my face when I'm around. You can't really tell that I'm hurting. Really do my best when out in public, keep my head from tilting down. But deep inside I feel like a burden. Everybody steady in my ear saying I should keep going. Not realizing that my heart is torn. Some days I wake up excited cause I know exactly what I'm doing. Other days I still wish I wasn't born.
Let it scream all caps, I'm Troy Martin. Wait, pardon. No sparking, gun butt with the mean grip. The cereal, smack his face like he riding with Queens Flip. I'm sick of this little battle goof. Set the match and that'll do. Smack, let me at him, dude. And watch AF-NUE, so put a venue together or pick an avenue. Now back to the business, and that's a fact. So when he speak about the trap, don't believe, it's just rap. I'm top rhyming and I'm squeezing them straps. Open up something silver next to your noodles. That's the seasoning packs. What up, Smack? Or kick from a magazine like an eBay sealer. We already know where he stays sweeter, so all week we just egg hunt. We'll make them feel like each day Easter. They ain't pulling heat, only in they speech they reaches. We clearing house, and I don't mean no sweepstakes neither. He told me for a fee they sleepers, meaning I could put some money on this square. Here, prepaid Visa.
That's all it's gonna take.
A little support.
A little support. And everybody saying, I agree to do this. Because as long as you're in line, you're going to come.
It's about consistency, and I appreciate that. And that, y'all, you do not have to have a started from the bottom, now I'm here story. You need a team. You need people with you. You need people that see what you see. And I'm not talking about people around you so you can have a MC Hammer posse. I'm talking about people who are there with intention and with a job to do.
And are you doing it to be? Are you doing it to be rich? Are you doing it to be seen? Are you doing it like myself? Because if I don't do it, I'll probably die.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That is how I breathe.
We need more number threes. We need more number threes. So we have the Blendzville Awards upon us, and I'm talking about in weeks, just weeks. I know this has been on your mind. The resurgence. The rebirth of the Blendzville Awards, it's back. And I'm talking about December 2nd back. That's just in a few weeks. I even like to say a few days.
Don't say that.
Okay. Talk to me about that. We need people in the audience, right? Talk to me. Beck G's going to be in the building. Y'all know that's my tagline, Beck G in the building. I'm going to be in the building, and M Blendz will tell y'all I act an American fool when I see M Blendz in the building, because I don't think that she really. I know you believe me, but I don't think
you should be used to me now.
I am, but I'm a fan of my friends, and I always remember what I saw. Every time I see you, I get 5 seconds a glimpse of when I first saw you, and then I think about when you took time, like it was some hours, and you talked to me, and I'm a grown woman, and punks jump up to get beat down, and I ain't no punk out here crying in public, like, but I'm so passionate about what I do, and I love what you do so much that it really meant a lot to me for you to stop and pause to pour into me. And now we have the Blendzville Awards back like you never left. What do people need to know? How can they get there? What can we look forward to?
Well, we'll say this: the Blendzville Awards basically was birthed because I'm an award show fanatic. Like when I say award show fanatic, by the way, the country awards come on tonight. My boss over there knows, I'm trying to go home and watch it. But it was born because I love award shows. I used to get my family to sit down in front of the TV. I remember Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk the first time. I remember everything. And so when I did the production room on 92.1, I asked for that show. And when I had all these crates, like literally, there were literally like 300 CDs back then. And I got to go through them. So one day I just was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I lost my mom. I went home. I didn't want to DJ anymore. And I was like, you know what? I want an award show. And I came back. And so for me, it was birthed out of love for award shows, loss of my mom, and wanting to find something that could actually make me feel good. You know what I mean? And I think about her. The same way you
like to make people feel good.
Yeah, and I every time I do one, man, I think about her, because she always, you got this. You can do it. And so for what I want people to expect is a good time. I want them to expect good music. I want people to come out and bring their friends, and I want it to be a place where the Virginia industry comes to see each other. I want them to look forward to the nominees, the presenters. Like, I try to get
the
people, performers,
oh
yeah.
My gosh.
The hosts.
Yeah.
I want everybody to mean something. So we have the red carpet this year, and that's going to be fun. Like, honestly, this is the first time it's really going the way I've always seen it in my head, even all the way to the marketing. Young Gifted Entertainment, they've been killing the marketing. So I just want people to, we're having food, I'm gonna have some food. So
count me in.
You know what I mean? So I really want people to come out, do what you want. You can dress up, you don't have to dress up. I don't care. I just want you to come in and leave feeling like, that was something for the books.
Can I say something? Every Blendzville Awards, we feel like that.
Okay.
I know you want to feel a certain way, but sitting in front of the stage, we felt like that.
Okay.
You gave us something that we could feel that way about. And to have our own award shows, I used to. Can I tell you something? I used to look at the BET Awards, the Vibe Awards. What's the one they used to fight at all the time?
The Source Awards.
Source Awards. I used to look at those and say, we don't do that at Blendzville. Oh, we got that at Blendzville Awards. In real life.
Okay.
In real life. And if, for people who don't know me, I started off as an artist. And I had, as a young girl, and I had a chance to travel, and I was on BET and was with Heavy D and Rex and Effects and Teddy Riley, recorded my first demo in Future Records studios. So I did that. So it wasn't from an impressive perspective. It was from, we got this at home. Mm-hmm. We have this at home. And so you're the measure. You're the measure. And award shows, we have them here.
You're not helping me at
Sorry.
all. Like,
I tell the truth.
Oh my God.
I tell the truth. And it's real. And I'm not saying that to stroke you or because you're here or because of the way I feel about you. It's real. And so award shows have come up behind you, but you're the measure. You gave us something here in VA when it was Tidewater. You gave us something in VA, in this sector, this region of VA, that people came to. And that was really important to me. That was a part of something that I held on to about Virginia. And I think I speak for the masses. So when and where? What do we do?
You said a lot. You got me nervous. It's December the 2nd. You know what I mean? I want everybody to come out, have a good time. It's going to be the Philippine Culture Center of Virginia. Mm-hmm. It's nostalgic for me because that's where one of the first award shows were. You know what I mean? So it's funny because the last time I was there, she's like, I love you, but you have too many people. So now she remodeled though. So
and you can have too many people.
Hey, well, we'll see. We will see. But it's like she said, it's December the 2nd. I think that the what I want people just to come out, have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pretend like you're in Hollywood if you want to. I call it Bollywood, though. You know what I mean? So we're going to take you to Bollywood that night.
Okay.
We're going to have a good time. And you, red carpet. The doors open at 5. Red carpet is from 5 to 6:30.
Okay.
We're going to take a little break, set everything up. I start at 7 o'clock on the dot. You can set your watch by that.
Oh, I like that.
Okay? You can set your watch by that.
That's my kind of
If I don't start at 7 o'clock, you let me know.
Okay.
But I guarantee you it's gonna happen. I've never missed starting on time. Ever.
That's one thing about you, punctual. Let me see if I can get an answer to this question. And I know we're getting ready to wrap. Will you be on the ones and twos?
No. But I tell you who will be, DJ E Shorty.
Hey!
And DJ E Shorty, and you know what? I like E Shorty. I was in a club one time. I was like, who is this? I've never heard any. Okay, first of all, whenever I talk, DJ B is not in this conversation. That's one of my favorite DJs.
He's my favorite DJ. Rap, but okay, yeah,
but the way she mixes it reminds me of the way I think when I'm mixing. So, and she actually told me that. She was like, people told me I sound like you. And like, man, you killing it. So DJ E Shorty is going to be the soundtrack for the night on the ones and twos. We're going to have WNSB 91.1 is going to be in the building. Scan.
Man. It's going to be a lot of talent lined up in the building that night. I'm so excited. Y'all, I know we got to go. I could sit here for hours and hours.
All right.
We got to go.
Okay.
We got to go.
All right.
But we can stay here. The cameras
Lee
are just
Deere,
shut off.
DeAndre Fulton is going to be on the video.
Man.
EF is going to be on the sound.
We're just going to go straight
I'm
to
listening.
credit.
Hey, she can just cut me.
Like
you know what I mean? What's up, COP? Go talk, baby.
Hey, this is Only Built for Goats. It has been a true pleasure, a certain privilege, and a definite honor to be here to interview you, M Blendz, on this very special edition of Only Built for Goats. This is the Blendzville Awards edition. I'm your girl, Beck G. I can't wait to sit in this seat again and do this again with another goat. But until then, we'll get with you next time. See you at the Blendzville Awards.
Let's go.
y'all. Welcome to the Red Room, the top-rated virtual performance platform in Virginia. Artists, comedians, dancers, whatever your art form, this is the stage for you. Book your own virtual concert so that friends, family, fans, and supporters could get a front row seat from the comfort of their own home. Your performance will be streamed on Facebook Live using 3 camera angles with HD video and audio. Need to use the space for something else? Paint night, rehearsals, or any other small gathering? Ask us about our room rental options. Contact us today on Instagram at The Red Room VA or call 757-904-1250.